All right, you guys, so exciting news. New project is now in the shop. It's a 2010, 2011, I believe, JKU. So I'm actually helping out a buddy and working on it for him. So it's needing some wiring, a lot of wiring done, some electronic type work. So let's go ahead and pull into the shop and then we'll kind of go over what all needs to be done to it.
Let's go! Time to grind, get inside your mind. Yeah, we working overtime, that's the only way to climb. We gon' make it in our prime, signing on the dotted line. Cashing checks left and right, that's the way I'm living life. I feel alive when I got a goal in sight. Chip away, I gotta fight, ain't nobody else in sight.
It's in now, so what's going on is it's having a lot of wiring issues. One being winch does not work. Some of these lights don't work, like this one. One over here, the halos don't work. These LEDs, the marker and turn signal lights, so of course when you hit left or right it's blinking quick because it's not pulling enough energy and it's throwing the computer off. So we've got all that to do. We've also got a switch panel that's going in right up above here, actually right in this area here. So I got all that in the back right here. And he's also getting some rock lights added in. Here are some new marker lights he's going to try. We're going to try to get those in there for him. What was in here? So this is his switch panel and also some inline resistors. So we're going to get all that installed for him. And there's also a big list of stuff as well, like interior light doesn't come on whenever the door opens and closes. This building's moving. Whenever the door opens and closes, the internal light doesn't come on. There's some other stuff thrown off. I think there's an exhaust leak, so I'm gonna take a look at that for him as well. See if I can get that fixed for him. There was some other stuff. I got a cold, if you can't tell. My voice is all over the place. But yeah, so a lot of stuff to do. I think I'm going to try to get it done within about a week and a half for me, so we get this out of here. There was something else I was going to tell you guys. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, so about a week and a half to 2 weeks, we're going to try to have this out for him. That's actually all I'm going to do tonight. We just basically pulled it in tonight because it's already getting kind of late. My sinuses and head still isn't right from this cold. I'm on the tail end of it. I've been sick for, oh gosh, over a weekend. So Thursday start getting sick and it's now Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, about 4 or 5 days. But yeah, I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna finish resting. It's inside out of the elements now. I've got to go get propane tomorrow because the yeah, there's no heat in here right now, so we got to get that fixed. I'm dropping hoses, but yeah, well, until tomorrow, let's go. All right, you guys, back in the shop. It's another day. This lens is dirty. But like I was saying, we're back in the shop. What is that? Is it scratched? It definitely is. It's got a big old scratch right here. Anyway, so back in the shop, and we're working on the Jeep. So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing, and we'll get started on it. All right, so we're gonna use, of course, good old trusty piece of cardboard. So we're gonna go ahead and write our list on there, because I don't have any paper in here apparently. 3 permanent markers, so let's see if any of these will work. All right, we're back. Got everything down here. So watching Peck Brothers. So if you've never seen them before, check them out on YouTube. They're pretty sweet. We got everything. Of course, you probably can't read my handwriting. We've got headlights. We got to check the wires on those, see what's going on. That one turns completely off when they are on bright, so high beam. So we got to figure out what's going on there, as well as the halos. We got to wire those in, as you can see there. We got to change out the signal lights, which is these here. We got new ones for that, so I got to change those out, add some inline resistors, because they're LEDs now, and the new ones are too, and they're not pulling enough wattage, so we've got to change those out, or enough amps, however you want to say it. It's not pulling enough of either of them, to be honest. But anyway, the next thing is the winch. It doesn't work at all, so we got to see what's going on there. yeah, having some issues as you can see, so it looks like that's gonna be some new wiring. So that's gonna be fun. Next thing's rock light. Under the Jeep, we're also gonna be adding in a new switch panel inside, or not new. I know switch panel in general because it doesn't have one. We're also gonna be changing the light bar over. It just has one of those push button things. We're switching that over to the switch panel as well. Spot welding spare tire lugs because they just spin when you try to take it off or put it on. There's also an exhaust leak I think I heard when I pulled it in, so I'm gonna check that out for him. And if I can find it, I'm just gonna do a little stitch weld on that, fix that leak, so that way you don't hear that. Let's in front bumpers. So these right here, some of these work, some of them don't, and they're actually a little rough looking. So we're gonna take a look at that. Well, actually, I have to get those ordered. I don't think I have those, but we're gonna see if I can get them going. If I can't, we'll have to get some ordered. And then the center light when the door opens up. So I've got to do some research because I don't know if it's just this model specific. When you open the door, no light. So we gotta figure out what's going on there. Just from looking over here, it looks like all the sensors and everything are actually in the latch itself on this, because of course these Jeep doors are made to come off. So we're gonna take a look at that, see what's going on. The Jeep knows that the door is open. So yeah, we gotta figure out what's going on there. So let's go ahead and get into this. I guess I'm gonna start with headlight wires and all that because it's in the front and it's easy to get to, and we're just gonna do easy stuff for right now because it's already getting a little late. So let's go ahead and jump into this.
Bags or Milwaukee lights. That's definitely cracked.
All right, everything we're gonna do, we're gonna make it to where we can put it back together. So all of our parts and everything, we're just gonna go in one of these bins so we can put it on the shelf as we go. Get back to this. I'm just pulling out these pins right here on either side. You actually can't see me from that side that great, so I'm gonna move you over here where you can see better. Alright, front grill off. We're gonna put this in a place where it won't get hurt. Alright, here's all the goodies going in. We got everything here. So here's these rock lights. These are the ones that are gonna be mounted up underneath. So there's those. Switch panel, as well as the inline resistors, as you can see here. These switch panels are really cool. I love it. I have the same exact one in my Jeep. Technically a different brand, but same manufacturer. But yeah, these things are pretty sweet. They're not that expensive, and they just work. And you have all the fuses and relays. Keep your electronics safe and your Jeep from catching on fire. So that's the most important thing. We've also got these little lights here that we're gonna work on. If I can get them open here. These little things here. That's what's gonna go in place of these LED markers here. So we're gonna see what we can do there. It's actually up there right now. Yeah, I guess we'll start with the halos. Yeah, let's go ahead and dig into this more.
A few moments later. Alex is working on the angle.
Okay, there's a... Woo, so much happening in here. Y'all, this keeps getting better. I just keep finding random wires just laying around here. I honestly don't know what's happening. It runs all the way up in here. Oh gosh. Mounds of electrical tape. Oh my. Oh no, does it really? Does it really just go into the fuse box right here? Oh gosh. It does.
Sounds like we have a task.
You guys have got to see this. This is rough. So instead of tying in where it needs to be, it's just tied in here. Just comes into the fuse box. It goes into the fuse. Not a good way to do that. The person who owns this Jeep, if you did this, I'm sorry. I'm really not making fun. I'm just gonna fix it for you. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it here. We're gonna make it nice. But yeah, that is gonna come out. That's not a good thing. That's a fire hazard. Because depending on what side that's on, if that's not on the load side, if that's just straight on battery side and that ground somewhere, something's catching fire. But yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to take that out, and then we're going to get our voltage, most likely just from right here. because the power's already here. So we're just gonna go from here, and yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. But just thought I'd show you guys. Let's get back to this. So camera died, but normally, if you've seen any of that, you normally don't want to hammer on stuff like this. It's these brackets were just so old that they needed a little bit of love to get them in and around like they were supposed to be. They just bent over time, warped and whatnot, but they're in, so it's not staying anymore. It's up here like it's supposed to be. I'm gonna take this off to try to get some life back into this, so it'll seal up like it needs to. And yeah, I'm actually going to take this cover off just to get some eyes in on the controller here, just to see if the issue is in here, which is why it's not working. And then from there I'm going to backtrack with wires and go up. But yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So it looks pretty good. You can tell everything's old. It's actually getting water in it here at some point, but yeah, there's a little rust and stuff going on. Everything seems to be pretty good though, pretty strong. Well, actually, that looks like it's getting hot right here. It feels pretty solid though, even though it looks like it's hot. I don't know, we might redo that end. We might redo that one, but alright, let's go ahead and put this back on. We'll backtrack into the engine compartment and see what's going on, so let's do that now. But let's go ahead and backtrack this cable now. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Can't see it. Let's get a light here. Here's our battery cables. We come up over the cross member and then we make our way right up. Let's see if I can show you here. We come up right there. So right in there, shoots up. And then we'll go up top, now that we know where that is. Let's actually get some visual inspection down here. Oh gosh, it's gonna need a transmission pan. I'm gonna take a look at that for him. That's a little strange there. There's our exhaust leak. Right there's our problem. Yeah, that's nice. So we'll check that side too. What's going on there? Okay, that kind of needs a seal, like that side. But it's falling off too. We're gonna take a look at that seam here after a little while as well. Let's get a picture of this for him. So I got those pictures. I'll send it to him, see what he wants to do with that. But let's go ahead and track these battery cables down up top now. Alright, so here's these cables. Here, catches in. Oh, there's a wood screw. We might do something different here for him. There's a negative. There's another wood screw. Cold air intake.
Stuff got done, the roll cage bolted down, a few things on the list got done.
All of a sudden it's 1 in the morning, and it's like, alright, we just have to get this done, so we're gonna be working.
Alright, you guys, I'm about killed out. I've done as much as I'm gonna do tonight. I've been playing with this a little bit, and it looks like it's something in the module, I believe. I really need to get a voltage tester. Actually, let's do that really quick before I call it quit, because I mean, I'm right here. Let me go get one. I didn't see any inline fuses on this, so let's go ahead and let's do some testing here. 20 volt DC. let's see what we get here. Ground coming in is this side. Hot is top. Oh. Interesting. So I'm actually not getting any voltage through the cable. Okay. So that could actually be a problem. But where would we be losing voltage at? Because it's connected straight to the battery. So let's see. Straight from battery. Am I just stupid? What's happening here? On. Am I just stupid?
Yes, you are.
Unfused 20 amp max. Well, let's check another battery. I know it's got power. Okay, we got another one we're gonna try here. I don't know if you can see that though. Okay, now we're reading voltage. So 12.4 there. So we're getting 12 volts from the battery. And we're pulling 12 volts here. Okay, so we've got voltage to the winch, so that helps us out. So that tells me there's a couple different things going on. That tells me that either the controller's bad or the winch itself is bad. Actually, let's go ahead and test the controller because we can do that pretty quick as well. So to test the controller, it's gonna be pretty easy. So on the back side here, we got our in and we got our out, as well as our ground out. So we're just gonna put our leads on those, hit the switch, and see if we get voltage on those. See, we're getting no power out. So that's telling me there's something going on with the controller. Yep. So our positive out, we are getting nothing on. Okay, that's what we needed to know. So now we know it's controller. We can double check by throwing our positive lead down here. As you can see, I just got a sandwich right there. We can even sandwich our ground down here as well. So we got our ground and our positive. So we'll take a look at our thing here, at our switch. No voltage. Okay, we have a bad controller. So a couple things need to happen. For starters, we need to go ahead and just unbolt it from up here, because since we're gonna dig in there, we don't want anything grounding out. None of this is on fuse, and we don't want to burn this Jeep down. So we gotta do our precautionaries. Next thing that we gotta do is we gotta unmount all this and pull this out. We're gonna open it up and see if we can find anything just on the surface level, and see if it's something that we can fix. And if not, we'll need to order a new controller for that. So the buy list is already getting pretty long. We got exhaust parts we gotta get, and controller for this we've also got to pick up. This can be done after the fact. The exhaust parts, that's going to be interesting. We're going to go ahead and call it quits here. I'm tired. I actually haven't eaten dinner yet, and it is currently 8:43. So I'm done. So we're going to go over here, turn this heat down some, because no sense of it being nice. I say nice, but it is currently 66 degrees in here, which is actually really nice when you're in here working. So we're actually going to turn this down a hair. Oh, it's a little toasty over here. There we go. That should be about 58. The goal is I don't want this longer than a week, and I picked it up Sunday night. So I want to try to get this back to him Sunday with as much stuff as I can. But yeah, did we do anything on our list? Can we check off anything, or have we just been tearing apart diagnosing today? Let's check this here. We just been tearing apart and diagnosing, so yeah, we're gonna call it quits here. We're to a spot now where we can work. We'll say that. So it's taken a day to get to this point. But we're gonna stop here, and we'll see you guys next time we start working on this. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. And always, if you like this, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as a bell icon or notification button, I think is below. So that way you get notified each time a new video is posted. Y'all make sure to check out one of these videos down here or on the side or wherever and however you're watching. But until next time, y'all have a good one. God bless.